Tēnā tātou kia tātou katoa. Nau mai haere mai ki ko tahi ao. Hello and welcome to One World. My name is Kelvin and I come from New Zealand. This next song that the Pearson Choir is about to perform is in my native language, te reo Māori. This contemporary piece is traditionally performed during welcoming ceremonies as a response from those who are being welcomed onto a territory that is not their own. This modern piece is an example of a tradition that has been in Māori culture for approximately 2,000 years. Nō reira, tēnā tātou, tēnā tātou, tēnā tātou katoa, kia ora.
Hoppe! Jody!
Ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. Ahlan wa sahlan.
欢迎 benvenuti.
Ishte mozot.
Welcome to
One
One
World
World
2016.
We are Pearson College UWC, an international school where students from over 80 different countries come together to live, share our backgrounds and experiences.
This afternoon, you will witness an extravaganza of spoken word and song, dance and diversity, story and spectacle. We feel indeed honored to be your host for today.
Your MC is Yan from China.
Sylvia from Italy.
Wahid from Syria.
And I'm Andras from Hungary and Saskatchewan. This year, we're back in McPherson Theatre for the first time in many years. We would like to thank you, our audience, and all the community of Victoria for all the great support you have given us.
At this time, we'd also like to recognize that we are gathered here today on the traditional land of the Songhees and the Esquimalt First Nations, and as is customary with our school, we'd like to recognize that we live, study, and learn on the traditional lands of the Beecher Bay First Nations.
Soon, you will experience the amazing voices and sound of our very special orchestra and singers.
We will perform for you a Japanese song written in condolence of the victims of the earthquake of March 11, 2011.
The hope for the future that we sing will make flowers of peace bloom. Hanawazaku.
Today, we'd like to sing this song in commemoration of all suffering around the world.
But before that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be enjoying the magic and heat of Latin American dance. Our next act will be a merengue dance performed by our students and led by our student from Chile, Tamara.
This dance originally comes from Dominican Republic and has expanded to the whole continent. Merengue is a celebration of love and friendship.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Merengue.
Moviendo la cadera, 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 a la derecha, a la izquierda, a la derecha, a la izquierda, a la derecha, a la izquierda, a la derecha. Ahora sí, los dueños del swing, pa' que sepa, brother. A mí me gusta ver con la sabrosura con que esta morena mueve la cintura. A mí me gusta ver con la sabrosura con que esta morena mueve la cintura. Y a mí me gusta ver su delicadeza, una mano en la cintura y otra en la cabeza. A mí me gusta ver su delicadeza, una mano en la cintura y otra en la cabeza. Cuando llega al baile llama la atención, tiene velocidad, ella se roba el show, baila con su estilo como un figurín. Por eso es que yo digo que esta negra tiene swing. A mí me gusta ver con la sabrosura con que esta morena mueve la cintura. A mí me gusta ver con la sabrosura con que esta morena mueve la cintura. Cuando llega al baile llama la atención, tiene destinado, ella se roba el show, baila con su estilo como un figurín. Por eso es que yo digo que esta negra tiene swing. Y tiene y baila y goza, qué lindo. Y tiene y baila y goza, qué lindo. ¡Rapa! Pero qué swing. Y no me la doy, mamito.
little, I saw a shadow set in stone. It was from a picture from Hiroshima. The description said that the victim was most likely burned to death at the spot, and where he sat remained black stone, whereas everyone else turned white from the intense heat rays from the explosion, leaving his black shadow on the steps of the bank. Somebody left a melted water bottle. Somebody left a bloody piece of their name tag. Somebody left their crooked lunchbox with the rice inside all turned into dust. Somebody left their watch with the hand still rested at 8:15 a.m. forever, August 6, 1945. The report said it was sunny, not a single cloud in the sky. It was almost too beautiful for that day to end. So soon, so suddenly. Somebody left their shadow. If you had only a shadow in stone, only that and all the rest to be gone, as the only proof you were born. That's when I started to think about how many shadows were lost in that day. There's only one word survivors repeat over and over when they relive that moment that will never be over in their minds. They go there, August 6, 1945, when they were still all alive, but in a flash and a bang. What did they see? Hell. Hell was the word, and hell was their world. And my world, and our world. Hear me when I say we were gullible, powerful, and daring enough to bring hell on this very earth. But then, there's no way we can't bring heaven on earth, right? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just stupid enough to think this. But then I think, if we were all stupid enough to bring ourselves 2 world wars, leaving us with shadows and scars, why couldn't we stop it? Or better yet, why can't we stop it? I'm not here for pity today. We are not here for pity today. If that shadow on those steps had a face, the only way he could smile would be by showing him we have taken one step closer to heaven than the hell he left. この世界が少しでもいいところになりますように。これは私の祈りです。This is my prayer, and this is why this funny place called Earth can be a better place.
comes from the other coast of Canada. The East Coast, where having fun and being energetic is an important aspect of the culture. The dance, Kitchen Party, is an informal dance that's present in different celebrations and family reunions, where kids and adults dance all together. It's a celebration of unity, friendship, and happiness. The act is inclusive and open to everyone to participate. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do not hesitate to participate if you feel like it.
But before that, our students Shahala and Kanishka from Afghanistan will bring us their dance, Attan. Nowadays, this dance is usually performed during family dinners as a celebration of family reunion. This dance will be performed by the students in a number of 12, which in Afghani culture represents partnership and friendship. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Wahid. I'm from Aleppo city in Syria.
And my name is Ali, and I'm from Damascus city in Syria.
This poem is called Home, and it's by an English Somali poet named Warsan Shire. No one leaves home unless home is the mouth of a shark. You only run for the border when you see the whole city running as well. Your neighbors running faster than you, breath bloody in their throats.
The boy you went to school with, who kissed you dizzy behind the old tin factory, is holding a gun bigger than his body.
You only leave home when home won't let you stay. No one leaves home unless home chases you. Fire under feet, hot blood in your belly. It's not something you ever thought of doing until the blade burned threats into your neck.
And even then, you carried the anthem under your breath, only to ring up your passport in an airport toilet, sobbing as each mouthful of paper made it clear that you wouldn't be going back.
You have to understand that no one puts their children in a boat unless the water is safer than the land. No one burns their palms under trains, beneath carriages. No one spends days and nights in the stomach of a truck, feeding on newspaper, unless the miles traveled means something more than journey.
No one crawls under fences. No one wants to be beaten. No one wants to be pitied.
No one chooses refugee camps or strip searches where your body is left aching.
Or prison, because prison is safer than a city of fire, and one prison guard in the night is better than a truckload of men who look like your father.
No one could take it. No one could stomach it. No one's skin would be tough enough.
The go-home blacks,
Refugees,
dirty immigrants,
asylum seekers,
sucking our country dry.
niggers with their hands out,
They smell strange.
savage,
Messed up their own country, and now they want to mess ours up?
How do the words, the dirty looks, roll off your backs?
Maybe because the blow is softer than a limb torn off, or the words are more tender than 14 men between your legs, or the insults are easier to swallow than rubble, than bone,
Than your child's body in pieces. I want to go home. I want to go home, but home is the mouth of a shark,
Home is the barrel of the gun.
and no one would leave home unless home chased you to the shore.
Unless home told you to quicken your legs,
Leave your clothes behind,
crawl through the desert,
wade through the ocean,
drown,
save,
be hungry,
beg, forget pride. Your survival is more important.
No one leaves home until home is a sweaty voice in your ear, saying,
Leave.
run away from me now.
I don't know what I've become, but I know that anywhere is safer than here.
Misirlou, led by Romanos, one of our students from Greece.
This song has an intercultural significance as it was sang in both Arabic and Greek. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably all wondering, the ticket to the show this year costs $30. What do I do with all my extra money? Well, luckily for you, during the intermission there will be a store set up where you can buy lots of lovely things like Pearson notebooks, Pearson cookbooks, and Pearson postcards as well. And along with that, with our new line of Pearson College fashion, you can do more than just dress, more than just watch Pearson students, you can look like them too.
During the intermission, we will also have the time to make a donation of any size with the envelopes that are included in your program. Every size will be really, really accepted.
Yeah. So, to close our first act, we have one of our One World perennials, this being Ukrainian Dance.
Students work on this piece since September during their class activity time, taught by the director of Victoria Svezelka, Lisa Hall.
So please welcome Hopak, a colorful, energetic Ukrainian dance.
and Roger, our wonderful students from Malaysia and China, for bringing us this welcome indigenous Malaysian dance.
Now we have the honor to welcome on stage our new president and head of the college, Merengue.
Wow. Thank you. What an experience and what an honor to share this stage with these incredible young people. You know, during intermission, some of you asked me about Pearson's performing arts program. So in fact, we don't have one at all. What we do have is a group of tremendously talented and hardworking young people. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you, our distinguished guests, in particular to the parents and families of our students, as well of course to our alumni, and our wonderful host families who throughout the year open their homes and their hearts to our students. Whether this is your very first or your 21st One World production, I thank you sincerely for supporting and celebrating this annual show. One World embodies everything that is wonderful about Pearson College. This magical performance is collaboratively conceived and executed by our amazing students. All 160 of them are involved in every aspect of this production, be it on stage, behind the scenes, or in the front of house. This diverse group of students is fully supported by the adults of the Pearson College community. So I want to thank all of our faculty, our staff, and other community members. In particular, I wish to acknowledge our production director, the unstoppable Libby Mason, our tireless producer, Chris Blondeau, and of course our fantastic event coordinator, Deanna Cuthbert. This production would not be possible without support from our many community sponsors. I would invite you to consult our program and acknowledge the contribution of local businesses that support One World. Pearson College is proud to call the Greater Victoria area our home. For more than 40 years, our students have volunteered and fulfilled many of their service commitments across this wonderful community. And I would invite you to go to the upper level after the production and visit the different kiosks showcasing some of those service projects, both in Canada and around the world. This is indeed our home, but as you know, our outlook is worldwide. Pearson College is one of 15 United World Colleges across the globe and the only one in Canada. Our students come from across this great country and around the world to live, learn, and grow together. They learn about different perspectives, they celebrate diverse cultural and religious background perspectives, and they learn to be resourceful, compassionate, collaborative, and committed to the UWC mission, which is to make education a force to unite peoples, cultures, and nations for a more peaceful and sustainable future. Before I return to the show, I want to briefly share with you my very first One World experience. Even though I started in August, it actually isn't this year, it was last year, when before I joined Pearson, I had the opportunity to sit in on a One World rehearsal. And I was completely energized by the talented performers and by the great display of the university's UWC spirit of collaboration among such a great diversity of students. And I thought, wow, if they can do this together on this stage, just think what they can do when they leave us for the global stage. As an international baccalaureate school, Pearson College demands much of these students. Academic rigor, a commitment to working together in a cross-cultural setting, and learning to lead with grit, grace, and good humor through initiatives and often through adversity. I don't know about you, but that's exactly the kind of young people I want to see becoming change makers and leaders in communities and countries around the world. And of course, none of this would be possible without you. This year, the vast majority, 93% of our students are attending Pearson thanks to the generosity of people like you, who make it possible for us to offer full or partial scholarships so that students can attend regardless of their family's economic circumstances. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your interest in Pearson College, and thank you for being with us here today to celebrate One World and this outstanding group of young people. Please enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Desiree.
Young, have you ever had a bad day at Pearson?
Of course, IB rain, homesickness rain, university applications rain.
That made me think. Okay, well, in our next act, soon, on stage, we will have an interpretative dance, the perfect answer to this kind of bad days. What are you doing?
This is called chapash in Hungarian language. It is a part of our next show, Pelotaszeki, the Hungarian dance, brought by our Hungarian Saskatchewan student Andras, who is also our MC. This dance originated in ancient Hungary and has been passed on from year to year. The Hungarian dance, Pelotaszeki.
There will be bad days. Be calm. Loosen your grip, opening each palm slowly now. Let go. Be confident. Know that now is only a moment, and that if today is as bad as it gets, understand that by tomorrow, today will have ended. Be gracious. Accept each extended hand offered to pull you back from the somewhere you cannot escape. Be diligent. sky clean. Realize every dark cloud is a smoke screen meant to blind us from the truth. And the truth is, whether we see them or not, the sun and moon are still there, and always there is light. Be forthright, despite your instinct to say it's alright. I'm okay. Be honest. Say how you feel without fear or guilt, without remorse or complexity. Be lucid in your explanation. Be sterling in your repose. If you think for 1 second no one knows what you've been going through, be accepting of the fact that you are wrong, that the long-drawn and heavy breaths of despair have at times been felt by everyone, that pain is part of the human condition, and that alone makes you legion. We hungry underdogs, we risers with dawn, we dismissers of odds, we pressers of on. We will station ourselves to the calm, we will hold ourselves to the steady. Be ready, player one. Life is going to come at you armed with hard times and tough choices. Your voice is your weapon, your thoughts ammunition. There are no 3 extra men. Be aware that in the instant now passes, it exists now as then. So be a mirror, reflecting yourself back and remembering the times when you thought all of this was too hard and that you will never make it through. Remember the times you could have pressed quit, but you hit continue. Be forgiving. Living with the burden of anger is not living. Giving your focus to wrath will leave your entire self absent of what you need. Love and hate are beasts, and the one that grows is the one you feed. Be persistent. Be the weed growing through the cracks in the cement. Beautiful. Because it doesn't know it's not supposed to grow there. Be resolute. Declare what you accept as true in a way that envisions the resolve with which you accept it. If you are having a good day, be considerate. A simple smile can be the first aid kit that someone has been looking for. If you believe with absolute honesty that you're doing everything you can, do more. Everyone is blessed with the ability to listen. The deaf will hear you with their eyes. The blind will see you with their hands. Let your heart fill their newsstands. Let them read all about it. Admit to the bad days, the impossible nights. Listen to the insights of those who have been there but have come back. They'll tell you. You can stack a misery. You can pack despair. You can even wear your sorrow. But come tomorrow, you must change your clothes. Everyone knows pain. We are not meant to carry it forever. We were never meant to hold it so closely, so be certain in the belief that what pain belongs to now will belong soon to then. That when someone asks you, how was your day? Realize that for some of us, it's the only way we know how to say, be calm. Loosen your grip, opening each palm slowly now. Let go.
I am a product of immigration, European expansionism, and the hunger for the new exploitable frontier.
I am a descendant of my land's first people, whose future is still being defined for them.
And yet we hail from the same hot golden land.
My bones are made from the stories of the Dreamtime, and my heart of the desert's cracked red soil.
My memories are a fabric woven of blistered feet across sweltering white sand, of melting ice creams in naive hands.
And yet I am denied the freedom of my land. Come out of the sun, my father yells to me. You'll get black like your cousins. It wasn't the sunburn we were afraid of, but the stares in the street that lasted a few seconds too long.
How is it that we were rocked in the cradle of the same land, yet our stories remain so different? How did my high school history classes gracefully gloss over centuries of mistreatment?
Where is the justice?
As those around us walk the earth with a grey complacency, buried in their smartphones. The fight for native title is as distant to them as the wisdom of the elders, or the pleas of asylum seekers slowly starving in offshore detention centers. This land has been alive and glowing since before time knew its name. Before captains of far-off lands pierced her with their flag in the name of progress, and before governments of straight-faced, suited figures declared their own land pockets to be of greater importance.
Then the stories of the Dreamtime.
It is not only my country's rivers that have been stripped of their gold.
My skin color is decades of stolen children, of lost languages, and of forced assimilation. Though we are now slandered, alcoholics, gamblers, and child abusers, living off taxpayers' hard-earned money, they forget who put us here. Cycles of poverty, mistrust, and transgenerational trauma have immobilized a once thriving people. My people.
Where is the justice?
All of my life, I have been led to believe that my blood is worth nothing. That in these cities, built on my sacred land, I no longer merit a place? Every day, I am reminded through the reflection of my grandmother's eyes what it truly means to be Indigenous.
I will never know what it is to have my language stolen from me, to be denied an education, or to be stared at in the streets as a stale, out-of-place echo from the past. I will never know what it is to truly experience the heartache or the disadvantage of growing up Indigenous, to stare deeply rooted Australian racism in the eyes.
I stand here today, straight-backed, proud, and unashamed. My language, beaten from the tongues of my mother and those before her, returned to me in the whispers and creaks of ancient trees. I will fight for this land.
And I will never be silent. I stand here today as a testament, as a promise to do my part in closing the gap. I will never stop listening to the voices silenced in my history textbooks, nor embrace the ignorance of my ancestors. Reconciliation is not only possible, but imperative. We are together,
standing tall,
facing oceans of history and differences between us. I love the land that has raised me, but we have a long way to go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peter, and I come from Slovakia. I remember last year when I was flying from Slovakia back to Pearson, on one of the airports, my mom calls me and tells me that 50 refugees, including children, men and women, suffocated inside of an abandoned refrigerated truck. And this was a kind of turning point for me in terms of the way I was looking at the immigrants. They were no longer a distant issue, but I realized that first and foremost, they are a big, big human tragedy. And this realization inspired me to write this song, which I'm going to perform today with my friend Stefan and with my friend Jerem. Hold me so go now? Stracam sa v divokých vodách a zem nikde napokon je. Nechcem sa stratiť vo vlnách a plaviť sa mŕtvy na hladine riek. Nekonečné dny a kráčam sám. Blížim sa ku bránám, síl sa nevzdávam. Všetko, čo mám, sú len slova mŕtvych hrách. Where to go now? Where to go now? Oh, where to go now?
Pearson College owes its success to many people off campus, some of whom are the many host families who open their homes and hearts to host students who are in need of a place to stay. Over Christmas break, I stayed with one such host family, and I would like to send my deepest gratitude to them and all those like them for being an important part of the Pearson experience. Thank you.
At this time, we'd also like to thank another group who helps make both Pearson and this show possible, and those, of course, are our sponsors, who you will find on the inside of your programs.
Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a Vietnamese song. 3 of our students, An, Ain, and Ha, will perform a song rich with the ethnic sound of their homeland. The song is entitled My Grandmother, and it paints a picture of a typical village settings in northern Vietnam.
Next in the show, we have a Chinese fan dance. Now, the fan dance has been a part of Chinese heritage for many hundreds of years, and is usually danced to entertain or to tell stories. This particular fan dance that you'll see today is choreographed by Young and Shimon, and it depicts a jasmine flower blooming. So please welcome the Jasmine Flower Dance. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a tradition, you see. Her mother and her mother's mother all cutting.
She says that her sister cuts too, back in her homeland. My mother tells me that our family is strung together, weaved by the harsh sidewalks here in the pit of New York City
and the farmlands of Somalia, that we are a family held together by what breaks pieces apart. Cutting is who we are.
My mother cuts hair for a living. Her job consists of removing the dead, zigzag, crisscross cuts too complicated for me to understand. The swipe of the scissors is easily the sound of my childhood.
Cutting is what she does.
It is my job to brush the hair onto the street at the end of the night.
This is all we know. But I've heard my mother say that her sister removes life, that she takes the lives of growing girls and cuts it up. Crisscross, zigzag. The swipe of the razor blade is too complicated for those girls to understand, but cutting is what she does. It is my cousin's job to brush off the fleshy remains at the end of the night. This is all they know.
My mother has a sign above the small space that we rent,
Children's Cuts. Her sister has no sign on the street. Everyone knows she does Children's Cuts.
My mother's tools are laid out waiting. Scissors, razors, brushes, combs.
Her sister's tools are laid out waiting. Doll blade, needle and thread, rope, a rag.
She says, this is the toughest job. The children still find their hair sacred, their faces crippling under pain.
But she says this is the easiest job. Children don't know yet that their body parts are sacred, but their faces cripple all the same.
My mother tells me that cutting is a tradition. You see, in America, the first haircut is a milestone. Just down the street, Jewish boys get their first haircut at 3. It is given a word meaning smoothing. Cutting is a tradition.
My mother tells me that cutting is a tradition. You see, in her home, cutting is a milestone. Right on the street, her sister cuts little girls only 3, shearing away pieces of their body until they're smooth. Cutting is a tradition.
My mother cuts hair for a living.
But her sister cuts much more. Her sister slices the chance of an education, dices the possibility of a healthy childbirth, severs the concept of her future.
She did this to her own daughter, cutting her growing girl for reasons too complicated for my mother's sister to understand. She watched her daughter cripple under pain. Cutting her was a milestone,
but cutting is who they are.
My mother still tells me that our family is strung together, weaved by the harsh sidewalks here in the pit of New York City
and the farmlands of her Somali home.
That we are a family held together by what breaks pieces apart.
But cutting, I've come to learn, is not who we are. She tells me, in her thick accent, barely speaking words of English.
I will never sweep you onto the street, daughter.
Cutting will never be who you are.
As a Canadian, female genital mutilation wasn't something that I knew of, but rather something I had to look for.
As a Kenyan Somali, female genital mutilation was something I always knew. Seeing the effect it had on my family, my cousins, my mother was enough.
It seemed like a practice of the past, something inhumane.
But despite its years, it's still a rite of passage, the only way of becoming a woman.
Brought together by vast differences,
but a common goal.
We stand against female genital mutilation.
I walk the dinosaur. I walk the dinosaur. Open your head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Shadow from the sky, much too big to be a bird. Screeching, crashing noise, louder than I have ever heard. It looked like two big silver trees that somehow learned to soar. Suddenly, a summer breeze and a mighty lion roar. I killed the dinosaur. I killed the dinosaur. Open your head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open your head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, head on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur.
Not every year we have such amazing talent and such amazing musicians to create a band. Neither some backstage member with such amazing dance skills.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is soon coming to an end, and it will be time to say goodbye. But before we do, we must thank those who helped make the show possible.
Light and sound group.
Backstage and stage managers.
Camera crew.
MCs.
Dance directors.
Makeup and costume teams.
And you, our audience.
And now, to close our show, our final act will be a one world classic. This is a dance that originated in the mines of South Africa as a form of communication. Today, it is a dance of celebration and a demonstration of solidarity. So ladies and gentlemen, next up we have Gumboot.
下次再见。
إلى اللقاء.
Ho visto la tascia.
Arrivederci.
See you next year.